It's the New Normal Podcast with Adam Brandt. Hey there. Thanks for tuning in to It's the New Normal. I'm your host, Adam Brandt, also known as the world famous Chubby Snowbird. Here we are cruising towards mid-March. I've seen reports the last few days stating that winter is over. Down here in Southwest Florida, winter's been over since the end of January. Up north in the Midwest, I'm cautiously optimistic, even though my dad was making snowmen this past weekend. One of the true signs of spring is the beginning of baseball. There's a sense of hope, a positivity, an excitement for the future. You never know what's going to happen with your favorite team. Some of these same feelings make their way into everyday life as the calendar puts winter in the rearview mirror. In the current political climate, some may find it more difficult to see through all the bullshit, to find that hope. But I'm confident that no matter what side of the aisle you fall on, there are brighter days just around the corner. Let's get into it. Beware the Ides of March. The Ides of March are upon us. March 15th has been a date known for bad fortune since the Roman times and the assassination of Julius Caesar. This is way back in 44 BC. Before that, March 15th had been a day of celebration. It signified a new year. The people ate, they drank, they were merry. All their debts were forgiven. The future was so bright for everyone. Everyone except for the conspirators, whom stood to lose money as the new year wiped out debts. Who were these conspirators? The Roman senators. 60 of them acting at the behest of the rich. You see, politicians working for special interests instead of for the people has been going on since the earliest days of civilization. 44 BC? 2025? What's the difference? Today, we're a little less violent in our uprisings. Unless you ask the guy who survived an attempt on his life just months ago. Our cities have burned, our capital left vulnerable. Gun violence occurs in all major cities from coast to coast. Jeez, are we less violent than the Romans were in 44 BC? They speak of Caesar as a dictator, an autocrat. He was bypassing the Senate. He controlled the treasury. But guess who was benefiting? The poor folks and the middle class folks. This was due to his reforms on debt and taxes. Here we are in 2025. We hear these same words: dictator, autocrat. Does history repeat itself? If so, how can we look forward with hope? We've seemingly got nothing to get excited about. Julius Caesar was the end of the Roman Republic. Our country is nearing its 250th birthday. Are we even going to make it? There's so much doom and gloom. Dang it, guy. I thought we were hopeful and excited. It's 2025. Winter is fading away quicker than Joe Biden. And, more importantly, we're not Rome. We are the United States of America. We are some badass motherfuckers. Despite what you hear and read, our country is strong. People from all over the globe come here for opportunity. Rich, poor, middle class. There's an opportunity for everyone. We get so caught up repeating crap from our far right and far left that we forget why people want to come here in the first place. The American dream, because it's alive and well. We just had an election between a businessman and a woman of color. The transfer of power was peaceful, and the world looks to us in envy. The poorest of the poor, they come from Honduras, Venezuela, Syria, Somalia. They take the opportunity and run with it. They take jobs that Americans are somehow too good to do. I mean, listen to that. We have it so fucking great. There's jobs we don't do because we know other folks from across the globe are begging for the opportunity to come here and perform those jobs. Damn, we've got it good. Opportunity? Kamala said so much about the opportunity economy. She wanted to create one. I hate to burst her bubble, but it's already here. We've just been told for so long that foreigners are stealing our opportunities. We begin to believe it. That's the fault of the right. Foreigners aren't taking the opportunities. They're getting opportunities because we've been coddled and handed a superior quality of life without having to work for it. Imagine the excitement a legal immigrant has when they buy that first lawnmower, or lease the restaurant space, or purchase a work truck. The opportunities are here in America, and they are plentiful. As Americans, we've just forgot what opportunity looks like. It's baseball season, spring training is underway. I'm actually going today to watch the Detroit Tigers, my favorite team, take on the Atlanta Braves. What does baseball have to do with opportunity, you might ask? Think about those young players. Spring training is the ultimate showcase. Any one of these players can prove themselves a capable ball player. There's no class warfare, no DEI. These guys all have an opportunity to make the team. White, black, brown, Asian, green, purple, it doesn't matter. Thousands of players are just looking for a reason to be remembered, because many of them don't make the team. But seizing the opportunity now can lead to a better future down the road. Baseball is America's pastime. I think it's partly due to the fact that baseball mirrors the struggles that we face in real life. You see, baseball is a game of failure. The best hitters fail 7 out of 10 times. Think about that. That is a whole lot of failure. People in normal jobs would have been fired yesterday had they messed up 70% of their work projects. What makes a ball player great? It's the ability to forget about the failures and understand that a new opportunity is just around the corner. A player could strike out in their first 3 at bats. Then in the bottom of the ninth, hit the game-winning home run. The American way of life is full of strikeouts. Shit, I've struck out on 9 out of 10 things I've done in my life. But when you hit a home run, all is forgotten. All around the globe, folks are born into utter despair. I'm talking billions of people. They live in a world knowing they'll never even have a chance to hit a home run. Can you imagine? Their corrupt governments give them just enough to survive. At best, they have no upward mobility, no way to rise up, no future. Here's what's fucked up. I'll bet they complain less than we do. They don't have Fox News or MSNBC talking in their ears. Shit, maybe they've seen a TV twice in their whole life. They don't know enough of the outside world to worry about what they don't have. They have a family. They want to make sure of 3 things: water, food, and shelter for their family. It seems so simple. We've got it so good here in America, we don't even think about the folks that literally have nothing. We're too busy holding up ping pong paddles during speeches or threatening to shut down the government. Oh, poor us. While billions never reach first base, living in America is like being born on third base. 1 hit and we score. Shit, we don't even need a hit to score. A wild pitch, a balk, a bunt, a fly ball, an error, a walk. That's the kind of advantage we have as Americans. The rest of the world knows this. Sadly, we've forgotten. We've been lied to so long and told that we're the victim. The world has even tried to keep up. Tariffs on our products, manipulative currency policies, anti-West rhetoric and trade policies, Guess what? Decades of anti Americanism around the globe, and we're still the top of the food chain. Oh, you're wrong. We're failing at every step. You know how I know that's an outright lie? Chinese folks move to America. Mexicans move to America. Australians move to America. Canadians move to America. Africans, Russians, Ukrainians, Europeans, British fucking royalty moves to America. If they can see the promise of spring in America, why can't we? It's not that we are constantly fed bullshit from both sides. It's that we listen to the bullshit. Think about the poorest folks. They don't have any bullshit to listen to. They wake up thinking, today, I'm going to go spear some fish, and I'm going to have the best spear fishing day ever, and my family is going to eat like a king. I mean, they have to keep a positivity about life. You can't think, today's the day I starve to death. Just doesn't lend itself to having a great day. We wake up hearing that women's rights are fucked. Nazis are here to kill us. We're on the verge of total collapse. Holy shit. No wonder we're all panicked and anxious. Egg prices are so high. Yet, fewer Americans are starving today than they were during the Great Recession in 2009. How can that be? We're being told the sky is falling. Yet here in America, life is better. Even for the poorest of citizens. Being told we're part of some long winter really does a number on the populace. When are we going to stop listening to all the negative bullshit? How about today? Winter is over. They want to shut down the government. Fuck them. Hold signs. Fuck them. Fire workers. Fuck them. Markets down. Fuck them. Markets up. Fuck them too. The election is over, and sunny days are ahead. Stop letting them stand between you and the opportunities you enjoy being part of the greatest country on earth. Maybe you just feel like you strike out every damn time. Remember this, you don't have to swing for the fences on every pitch. It's a win when you don't swing at bad pitches. A sacrifice bunt is a success. Sure, a double sounds great, but a run-scoring groundout works just as well. Stop letting the voices tell you how bad your life is. Sooner or later, you'll believe it. They always tell you a blizzard is coming. So you throw away your plans and you stare out that window. Then a few flurries arrive, just dusting the ground, but that's it. Fuck 'em. Winter's over. You've got shit to do. There's so much information holding you back. Interest rates are high. Orange man bad. Elon is stealing from you. Immigrants are taking the jobs. Fascists. Nazis. Guess what? It's spring. Turn it off. Get outside. The sun is shining. Go for a walk. Breathe some fresh air. Ride your bicycle. Replace all that negative news with positive thoughts. Don't just exercise your body. Exercise those demons they filled your head with all winter. It's not 44 BC. And guess what? Humanity has survived. Imagine that. The skies have been falling for centuries. Yet here we are, free to explore new opportunities. They can take away so much. Think about the poor lady in the rice fields. That's her life forever. What keeps her going? Dreams of a better day. Here in America, those dreams are attainable, no matter who leads us or how much they try to break our spirit. We may fail through many winters, but spring always arrives. You might strike out for years, but then you get your pitch to hit. You always have to be ready to hit. Because in America, there's zero reason to give up. America's one of the few nations in history where opportunity may find you when you're not even looking for it. Oh, come on, that's nonsense. I've been looking forever, and you say it might just fall in my lap. That's America, and that's the America I was born into. No matter how many cloudy days you endure, the sunshine of spring is coming. 25 years ago, I was selling plywood, lumber, doors, working 6 days per week for $11.50 per hour. It was good, honest employment. I hated it. I was young, a night owl, a typical Gen X alcoholic. I turned in my plywood job for a dead-end restaurant job. A few years of that, and my boss built a concession trailer. It was unheard of in the Midwest, unless you followed a county fair schedule as a carny act. The mobile food industry was just sort of blooming on the West Coast. It was 2004, and I was sitting in Toledo, Ohio, selling hot dogs and bratwurst next to a busy Blockbuster Video. I hadn't been looking for a pitch to hit. I was totally fine riding the bench as a backup player. But those days filling hot dog buns and interacting with smiling customers, they showed me a dream I never knew I had. I continued for 12 years living under a cloudy winter until I finally decided to step up to the plate. A dream had fomented for over a decade. I was an aging bartender, still acting and living like I had just turned 21. My wife and I were always broke. We lived in a one-bedroom apartment. Winter was always coming and never ending. Then one day the sun came out. This is the United States of America. No politician, no news story, nothing had really ever affected me in any way. 9/11, the worst of news. My life went on just like billions of others. The Bush Wars, the Clinton scandals, the Bush Wars, the Great Recession during Obama's term, none of it took any dream or opportunity away from me. What had I been doing? Sure, I had struck out a few times, but I had pretty much stopped picking up a bat. And you're never going to make a team if you're afraid to pick up a bat. In 2016, I finally picked up a bat and took my swing. That spring, my wife and I were broke. We were unknown to the food truck world. We were scared to death. Our first day in business, I struck out big time. I barely opened. I lost money that we didn't even have to lose. And my dream became a nightmare. After that first day, I reverted to my bad habits, hiding inside the liquor bottle. I was never going to make it to the big leagues. Fucking depressing. I went to work as a bartender the next day. A bunch of I told you so's. A bunch of discouragement from my regular customers. Nearly everyone I interacted with that day. Remember, misery loves company, and that is never more true than the daily bar scene. I was embarrassed. I figured they were right. What was I even thinking? I had struck out so many times. Why would I expect anything different? Then that Saturday, the sun was shining, a glorious spring morning in early June. My wife and I hauled our hand-built red burger trailer to a neighborhood garage sale. We killed it. The sun had never shined down so bright upon us. That was 9 food truck seasons ago. This year we celebrate our 10th food truck season. And as the sun shines down on us here in Florida, we are making our arrangements to pack it in to head north. Since taking my swing, the winters haven't been as cold. They're not as long. Sure, we've struck out a few times, but we've hit some home runs too. We've survived the left. We've survived the right. We survived COVID. There's hope in the spring. There's an excitement for the new food truck season. We get to see old friends, and we will surely meet new friends. The news, the politics. Fuck 'em. This is America. It's springtime, and we've got burgers to sell. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the show. So tap on that subscribe button and come say hello on the socials. Chubby Snowbird on Threads, Instagram, YouTube, X, and TikTok. Till next time, peace out.